I'm back. Hello. Walking back home because the sun was disappearing over the horizon. And, yeah, the canal's probably really muddy anyway, so I only tapped the bridge. I sort of touched the bridge kind of thing, like tapped it, like tap, like that kind of thing, and then walking back. And, ew, what is that? A drain or something? Eh? Gnats. No, I don't like gnats. See, where I live is very different to where I grew up. Very different to where I grew up. And that goes over the railway line, doesn't it? See, where I grew up was Birmingham. Spent 26 years in Birmingham. 26 and a half years. Hang on, no, March. Yeah, 26 and a half years I lived in Birmingham for. Strange, I always had a feeling I was supposed to be in Wychbold, even as a kid, because we had friends in Wychbold, my mum's friends, and I always had a feeling I was supposed to be here, even as a kid. It's weird. It's like... It was weird. I always had a feeling I was supposed to be in Wychbold. Yeah. I just had a feeling that's where I'm supposed to be when I was a kid, growing up. Yeah. Not that there's going to be a bubonic plague anytime soon, but I just had a feeling I'm supposed to be in Wychbold. Yeah. And it was weird, during the COVID pandemic or whatever, well, pandemic's a bit strong, but during the COVID thing, a lot of people in Wychbold was out and about, and you go to major cities and it would be completely dead. And yet Wychbold, people were walking their dogs and chatting away, walking around the streets and chatting to their friends. And I suppose they thought that during a pandemic, little places like Wychbold are the best places to be, kind of thing, because they are really, aren't they? That's wonderful. Windy way. I don't know where that goes. I've never been down. Oh, I better not. It says I can go down there, but I don't know. Can I or not? It says I can, but yeah. I don't know. No, I better not. I'll really get in trouble. Heading back before it gets dark. Plus, I need to go to shops. So, I need to go to shops, so I thought they were going to say something to me, that person, that car. I thought, yeah, it says Brindley Way. See how narrow this is? Really narrow. When you get big cars, you get big Land Rovers coming up here, and vans, and occasionally small lorries as well. You don't get small cars in the countryside, you get big Land Rover things, 4x4s. I don't know, they get up there half the time. And buses must be even worse. You do get single decker buses down over there somewhere in Wychbold. And there's some lanes in Wychbold that are really narrow. So I don't know where that jogger went. I'm not sure. Oh, it's cloudy over in Birmingham. Birmingham's that way. That's north. Hang on. Never eat shredded wheat. That's right, yeah. Yeah, because Redditch is that way, yeah. Redditch is east, yeah. Worcester's that way, Worcester. Kidderminster's going towards the west. Birmingham's going north. Redditch is going east. And London south, yeah. Oh, Worcester south. London south. Brighton south. Yeah. Talk about London actually to Chris, saying I wouldn't mind going there again. I haven't been in ages. The prices, it's like, whoa. I mean, Blackpool. God, anyone can go to Blackpool, it's so cheap. You can get a B&B for more or less £10 a night, more or less. It's so cheap though, you could just, yeah. But London, it's like, oh. I think the breakfast in London costs more than a B&B in Blackpool, I think. I stayed in a hotel a couple of years ago in the centre of London, and the breakfast, that says £20 per breakfast. I thought, whoa. I was in Westminster, I don't know what the hotel was called. It was about two. Well, I got a bit cheaper because it was during COVID, but normally it'd be nearly £300 a night. Normally, I got it for about 100, and only stayed for about two. I only stayed Friday to Monday, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, Blackpool's way cheaper. Blackpool is way cheaper than London, Manchester, Birmingham even. Blackpool is like the cheapest place you can possibly go for a holiday, I would say. I think, I'm not sure, but I think so. Cheapest I've ever been anyway. See, it's starting to get dark already, so that's why I didn't want to walk. I was a bit unsure walking too far. Sun's disappearing. It must be nearly 5:30 by now. Siri tells me the sun's going to set at 5:30. So, because I did ask Siri what time the sun would be setting in Wychbold today. He said 5:30. At 5:20 now, I think. So you can barely see the sun now. It's sort of vanished somewhere. Never eat shredded wheat. Yeah, it must be west then, that way. Because the sun sets in the west, doesn't it? Rises in the east and sets in the west. Well, that can't be right, can it? Because Birmingham's that way. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take my naps again. For fuck's sake. Oh God, I'm going to get run over now, great. I'm going to get run over. I would scream, but I can't find the voice to scream. Yep, the sun's definitely setting. Look at it, it's almost more or less gone. Yeah, the sun's definitely setting there. Which I didn't go far, isn't it? Oh, my head's at gym for. My hair okay, it looks a mess, doesn't it? I need to get my hair cut. Got Chris coming up later. He was all dressed up for the harvester the other night. He had like a red shirt on and black. Yeah. Well, there's the Malvern Hills, look, can you see that? Oh, they look nice actually. A lot more difficult than this. This is easy, this is. I'm not even out of breath. So I take the camera off cars in case they're safe. Have you noticed that? When I'm walking, I don't film. Well, I do sometimes, but I try not to too much because I don't like it. I'm on the wrong side of the road. I should be on that side of the road. You're supposed to walk towards cars, not away from them. It's supposed to be so you can see the car before it gets close to you, so you can jump out of the way. But I don't know how to jump up that. It looks a little bit hilly, doesn't it? But it doesn't feel it. Maybe because I'm quite a healthy person, but I don't feel it. I don't. I have to be healthy to do all this. To walk between George and Wychbold all the time. That's why I cancelled the gym last year. I thought to myself, I thought I'm overdoing it. I'm walking every night between George and Wychbold, and I'm walking the dogs, and I'm going to the gym. It was too much. You're only supposed to do 150 minutes of exercise per week, and I easily do that. Very pretty. Very pretty. Wychbold Everbridge. Yeah, very good. I don't know what wine to get out of there. I need to get some kind of wine because Chris won't drink what I've got in the fridge. I've got vodka in the fridge. He drinks that, but I'd need to buy Coke. Actually, I could get some Coke, couldn't I think of that? And then he might drink that vodka though. Oh, that's an idea. Oh, so I just got more wine. I need to get some pot noodles or some either noodles or some pot noodles or noodles. I need to get. Tell you the price of food that's gone up now. It's about. I was looking at Tesco's yesterday by the train station. The noodles is £1 now just for one packet of noodles. Whoa. I remember going to Lidl's only 2-3 years ago, whatever it was, 3 years ago, with Daniel, and getting the noodles. I think we got about 3-4 packets of them for £1. Now it's £1 just for one. Prices keep rising, really fast. Oh, horses. I used to say to Luna, look at the horses. Oh, bless them. Oh, hello. I know. Oh yeah, I'm not talking to myself. God was talking to me. He was saying that in years to come there'll be flocks of drones doing that, flying overhead rather than birds. How fast the Chinese are making them, I'm not surprised it hasn't already happened. I was thinking about it, it'd be very good for stopping foxes from Because foxes take the little chickens and they sometimes attack the sheep as well, the baby sheep, not the adult sheep. So, yeah. That's why I'm surprised it hasn't already happened. China are making them like probably more than 10 per second, probably hundreds a second, thousands a second. So. Right, that'll do. I'm going to put me filming the main road really. That'll do. Bye 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 bye.